Welcome everybody. You're watching the Top Intelligence Agency's review. I'm your host, Bryce Dolan. Currently, the Coast Guard Cutter Sherman and its crew are in the Eastern Pacific Ocean, attempting to intercept drug shipments that are trying to reach the United States. Well, on Friday the 13th, the Coast Guard Cutter Sherman sat in the water about 230 miles off of the Galapagos Islands on a counter-drug patrol in the Eastern Pacific. Now, later that afternoon, on the already ominous day, the Coast Guard Cutter Sherman crew spotted another vessel. After seeing the other ship, they noticed a small Panga-style boat leaving the ship, heading straight for them. Now, this made the crew feel a bit uneasy. First of all, it was Friday the 13th, and second, they're used to being the ones approaching the vessels in open sea, not being approached themselves. So as the boat got closer, the crew grew a bit more uneasy and started to heed warnings to the men in the boat to turn around and go back to their vessel. Well, the men continued straight for them in their small boat, waving their arms at the Sherman crew members. Now, as they got closer, the crew of the Sherman could see that one of the men was pointing to his leg. After ordering the men to return to their vessel, they determined it was a medical situation and gathered a small team to go over to the other ship. Now, once over on the other ship, they found out it was a small crew of fishermen, and one of their crew members had gotten attacked or had gotten stung by a stingray 4 days earlier. Now, because of the sting, his wound was now infected and he was suffering from a fever. So luckily, the Coast Guardsmen cleaned the wound, dressed it up, and pretty much saved this guy's life. So although it wasn't the situation that the crew of the Sherman probably expected, and it wasn't a drug shipment they were taking out of the sea, they were helping out other people and saved a life. And you can probably bet that those fishermen were probably, I can't even imagine how they felt once they saw the big Coast Guard ship when they had one of their crew members sitting on their boat slowly dying. So thank the Lord that the Coast Guard Cutter Sherman and its crew were right there when those fishermen needed them to be. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you wanted to look into this article yourself, this whole article explains the reactions of the crew members, the dialogue between the crew as well. So I encourage you to check it out if you want to read an interesting story. I'll provide the link for you directly below in the description. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, that way you can get notified every time a new video is posted. Give our Facebook pages a like and follow us on Twitter. But that does it for the Top Intelligence Agency's review. I was your host, Bryce Dolan.